Hello, my math champions, and welcome back to my Gallus Math Academy channel. Today we continue practicing with SAT questions, and today we're going to talk about Passport to Advanced Math questions. Those questions actually 28% of your SAT test. Let's take a look at the question 1 we will talk about. It is on your screen. You can see in equation above, A is a constant. If no value of x satisfies the equation, what is the value of A? Well, let's take a look first and analyze. So on the left side of this equation, nothing we can do at this step, so just leave it alone. But on the right side, some work can be done. So what we mean, we can distribute or open parentheses and combine like terms. Let's see, in that our first step, that's what we want to do. So we combining like terms, 3x plus 5x. That's how we get 8x. And 15 minus 5, that's how we got 10. Now, we need to solve for x to answer this question, right? So we're going to rearrange, and we're collecting terms with x on the left side and constant to in the right side, right? So what we have next step, 10 plus 15, 25. In this case, we have equation that you can see on your screen, 2ax minus 8x equals 25. So how we can solve for x? To solve for x, we actually first, as you see, factoring out x, and we have that equation you can see on the screen. So in terms of solve for x, what we have to do next step? Of course, divide by coefficient for x. In this case, that's what we have, 2a minus 8. So x equals, and that's what we have. We're dividing both sides of equation by expression 2a minus 8. And now let's see one more time, read the question. If no value of x satisfied, so in other words, when this equation has no solutions, that's what actually we need to answer. In this case would be answer that if denominator of this expression equals to 0, then it has no solution. So the next step, we equal denominator 2a minus 8 to 0, and we very easy solve for a. In this case, if a equals 4, then that would be no solution for this given equations. And that's how we approach and solve this kind of equations. And let's take a look for next one. Given again, as you see, equation, so polynomial, and let me read what we need to work with. The equation above is true for all x, whereas a and b are constant. What is value of a, b? Well, let me analyze first. As we see on the right side, it's already, we have beautiful polynomial, third degree, nothing we can do at this time, just leave it as it is. But on the right side, we can do some work. So the first, we can multiply two polynomials or two parentheses. And this is what we will have. So I did show my work. So this binomial, I multiplied that trinomial, And that expression we have on first approach. So what next? Next, we have to combine like terms, right? And write this polynomial in standard form. So we're collecting the term, this x cubed. We have only one. So in this step, let's see. So we just rewrite 5ax cubed. Now we're collecting terms with x squared, and I wrote down them together. Then terms with x, as you see, that I wrote down together, and plus 12. Now, the next step, we're going to write polynomial in standard form. In this case, so to see what is coefficient for x squared, we can factor out x squared, as you see I did right here. So 15 minus ab, that is your actually coefficient for x squared. Same way you can do for x coefficient. When you factor out x, that 4a minus 3b, that is your coefficient for x, and plus 12. The next step, we have to take a look what we have matching polynomial. You see, this polynomial equals to this one. And next, what we're going to do, we're going to compare. So this way I wrote down, you see, corresponding terms. So line up. That's convenient way to match the coefficients, right? So the first I put for this x cubed term, x squared term next goes x, and constant, right? Of course, this match. What does this mean? If this polynomial equals to this one, then corresponding terms has to be equal. In other words, that coefficient for x cubed, 5a, should be equals to 20. So in other words, we could find what is value of a. So of course it should be 4, right, to get 20 here. But they're asking you, pay attention, a, b. So let's analyze next coefficient for x squared. So coefficient for x squared, it has that term ab. So in other words, we can set up next equation, very simple equation. So that coefficient, 15 minus ab, must to be equals to negative 9, because corresponding, like again, corresponding terms must to be equal. And from here, it's very easy to solve and answer the question. So AB must to be 24, and that would be your answer for these questions. Now, pay attention. Some of these Passport to Advanced Math questions, it is method to match or compare corresponding terms. All right, we're going to move to the next. And one more. Don't forget to take your notes. You can pause the video to take your notes. You can even try to do your work yourself. And of course, please like, subscribe, and comment on my video. Thank you very much to be with me in my classes. Have a great day.